All right, I'm happy to be here. Finovate in New York is a fantastic venue to bring you what we're bringing. I'm David Nelson, CEO of Bumped. I have Dave Merriweather with me. He is my VP of Product and Strategy. And we aim to make everyone a shareholder in the stock market based on their everyday spend. Said another way, we are making shoppers into shareholders. Now, the way this works is we allow people to link any debit card or credit card in their wallet to the Bumped app. You choose the brands that you're loyal to, and then you just live your life. As you spend, you start earning shares of stock in the companies you care about. So how did we come up with this? Previous to Bumped, I started a company called Giftango. And at Giftango, we brought the mobile and digital gift card into the market for all of the big brands. And where we experienced tremendous success was in the loyalty, incentive, and reward marketplace. In fact, 85% of all of our volume was in that market. So at Giftango, we took the mobile gift card and brought it into the big brands, and I came out of that experience and I thought, you know, there really hasn't been a lot of innovation in incentive and reward. In fact, I'd even argue that Giftango, although innovative, it didn't change the game. It didn't bring anything new. So when we came up with the idea of Bumped, I knew we had to go do it. You're talking about bringing an entirely new mechanism of reward into the market. Ownership. And the truest form of loyalty. So for the brands, this is an opportunity to build a relationship with their customer. Something that is not just based on a transaction, but rather something deeper, something that will bring them into the store. You see, the brands aren't a race to the bottom of price. And in fact, a lot of the cash back and incentives that they give are brand tarnishing. It sets a precedent of a lower price. It doesn't bring the customer back or bring any affinity for the brand that's lasting. We have the opportunity for a customer to walk into a Target and it not just be Target, but their store. And for the customers, you know, half of us, we feel the stock market's for the elite. We've never had an opportunity to participate in the stock market. That's unfortunate. So how do you get people to participate? We're going to reward them in shares of stock. Let's jump into this app and look a little bit deeper. You can see the shares that I've been getting rewarded across a lot of brands. And I mentioned there were two drivers. The first driver is you link any debit card or credit card into the app. I think this audience probably understands the card linking space. And the second driver is you choose the brands you're loyal to. So if we jump there, there's the link cards. And you can see in the loyalty selections, I've chosen Delta Airlines. I've chosen McDonald's. I get bumped 3% at McDonald's in the burger category. Drugstore category, I get bumped 2% when I shop at CVS. Bumped being rewarded free shares of stock in CVS Pharmacy. And if you look at the home improvement category, I get bumped 1% when I shop at Home Depot. Now I could have chosen Lowe's, and I could change my loyalty to Lowe's, but why would I? Once I've become a shareholder in Home Depot, that's my store. Why would I go shop with the competitor? There's an opportunity for brands to build a real and authentic relationship with their customer. So let's cancel out of here. I'm not changing my loyalty today. And you can see my historical spend has resulted in these shares building a portfolio. For me, Home Depot, Spotify, Delta. Let me point out also that we have a very clean design. We're not bringing complication into this app. It's not about bars and charts and graphs and jargon. It's about ownership. So let's step out of here, and all of those stocks ultimately result in me building a portfolio of ownership. So my portfolio, Marriott, Verizon, Starbucks, Delta. You think I might be an entrepreneur, right? Everybody's going to build their own portfolio of ownership individual to them. I think that's one of the really cool aspects of this. Opportunity by participating. Learning by participating. Let's step into Spotify. And I want to make a point within Spotify. I have a couple bucks of Spotify here. I want to make a point that these are real shares of stock. It's not a pointer to a share or a virtual share. Underlying Bumped is Bump Financial LLC. That's our own broker-dealer. So everybody's setting up an actual brokerage account when they do this. Let's sell our shares of Spotify. There you go. So I have just sold my couple dollars of Spotify. That will ultimately end up in my cash account. And if we jump over to my cash account, you'll see that at any point, I could move the money in my cash account to my bank, right? I can move it from the brokerage account to the bank. Again, giving the consumer the opportunity to understand and participate in the stock market. So in closing, I'd like to say, number one, we're bringing this out to everybody. We've launched a pilot. We're bringing people in waves into the app. For the brands, if you haven't already partnered with us, come find us. There's an opportunity to build a real relationship, something authentic with your customer that brings them back into the store, that creates an affinity for your brand. You know, did you ever think 10 years ago that our parents and grandparents would be taking Ubers and Lyfts? Did you ever think that your friends would literally be offering up rooms on Airbnb in their houses? And do you think that everybody could understand the stock market? Do you have the vision to see that? I do. We're bringing it. One last point here. Wall Street, this model's no joke. At scale, you were talking about a couple points of spend of the biggest brands in the world. Wall Street, there is a new shareholder in the stock market, the customer. Thank you.